Bulgaria is a country rich in traditions, with lovely people experiencing some difficult times. Poverty and the risk of poverty is the highest in Bulgaria of any of the European Union countries. The unemployment rate stands at about 22%, and the risk of falling into poverty is a whopping 49% of the population. That means 1 in 5 persons are in poverty, and almost half could be with just a few changes to the economy or the culture. On top of that, corruption and crime is still strong in Bulgaria. Although being dealt with on the surface, the roots of these enterprises run strong and go deep. This is the setting we're working in Bulgaria. Strategically, we're not trying to tackle the problems of poverty and corruption, but rather our focus is on leadership development. That is, working with church leaders, helping them understand biblical principles that transcend time and culture, and then supporting the leaders and the ways that they see to implement the solutions for the Bulgarian culture. This is no easy task, as it requires commitment over the long haul as we work to change the mindsets and the values that have been ingrained in the people since birth. The saying, give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime, fits very well. To just raise funds to buy supplies needed would be easy to do, but to draw alongside and teach, equip, challenge, and listen is what is needed. Asking more questions than giving answers, helping them think through how a problem could be solved or addressed in their culture rather than telling them our solution for the situation. Being creative and trying something that has never been tried before for the glory of God and the advancement of His kingdom is what is needed in Bulgaria. God has orchestrated a partnership between the Free Methodist Church and the Church of God in Bulgaria for this time in history. We are here to be used by God to raise up leaders needed to be an example to the country. We can make a difference in the glory of God and the care of His people. How can you be a part of the work in Bulgaria? Number 1, pray. Pray for God's wisdom, pray for God's intervention, pray for God's Spirit to come alive in the churches. 2, come and see, come and teach, come and listen and observe what is being said and what is being done. 3, give as you can to improve projects we share with you about. We will not be asking for funds for anything and everything, but rather try to focus the giving to things that will be investments that will bring returns for the future. These are training and change lives, sometimes facilities that will be used over and over again, sometimes material to share. Bulgaria is a poor country. Not as poor as some places, but still a place that needs partners to engage in the culture, love on the people, and proclaim in word and deed God's salvation message. Will we be a part of what God is doing and what He wants to do in the future? If interested, please contact us. We'll be happy to share more with you about what can be done and how you can be a part of God working in Bulgaria.